From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, 34 yards. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Burrow throw. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Herbert. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got it to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. else. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Herbert off of play action. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. downs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow throwing outside, complete to Chase. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert, he's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 33 yards. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To try again after the sack. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Up the middle with Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And Allen's got it. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice will be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Down inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit. Now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental. Like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with a monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He'd done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10.
But I remember it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
GG, yo.
Thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
Good game, my guy.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick, get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time
Maybe
left
too
on the
late.
clock, however.
Chargers.
After right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Thank you,
A
sir.
big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage.
You did quick, yo. Get my phone. Definitely gotta record this whole thing.